Most guys miss the moment a woman starts liking them, and once it's gone, it doesn't come back. There's a narrow window when her feelings are growing but fragile. If you notice the signs, everything opens up. If you don't, she pulls back, and you're left wondering what happened. The earlier signs are subtle, but number 12, that's the one she can't fake. Let's get into it. Tap subscribe if you're working on becoming the kind of man people don't overlook. 1. She starts to modulate her voice around you, lowering it ever so slightly in tone and pace, almost like she's unconsciously syncing with your nervous system. Most men think women flirt by being loud or playful, but when she starts genuinely liking you, the energy changes. Watch what happens to her voice when it's just the two of you. It gets a little quieter, a little slower. The pitch might drop half a tone, her words stretching out just slightly more than usual, not out of boredom, but out of comfort. This isn't the same voice she uses in group settings or when she's talking to her friends. It's not performative. It's paced with your presence. What's happening is subtle. She's sinking. Her nervous system is starting to feel safe around you, so the unnecessary tension falls away. Her voice softens not because she's trying to sound sexy, though she might be, but because you've become her calm space. Most guys completely overlook this. They think if she's not giggling or being bubbly, she's not into it. Wrong. This shift in vocal tone is one of the earliest physiological indicators of emotional trust. When a woman starts liking you deeply, she doesn't want to perform for you. She wants to feel with you, and her voice gives that away long before her words do. So next time she talks to you in a quieter room, pay attention. Is her voice just lower? Or is it lower just with you? That's the tell. 2. She lets you see her in in-between moments. Not glam, not curated, just real, and watches how you respond to it. Every woman knows how to present her best self, the polished version. The makeup's right, hair's intentional, lighting is strategic, and outfits have been through 3 internal reviews. That's the public version, the curated highlight reel. But when she starts liking you a lot, she'll start slowly showing you what's off camera. It could be something small. She answers your video call in her pajamas. She lets you see her mid-workout. She sends a selfie with bedhead and no filters. She starts texting you while she's running errands or stuck in traffic. Not because she's bored, but because she wants you in her day, not just in her plans. And here's the subtle part. She watches how you respond. If you treat her the same, if you flirt the same, joke the same, respect her the same, you pass the test. She's checking if your interest is built on the surface, or if you actually like her, not just the curated version of her. When she starts letting you see the unpolished moments, it's not laziness, it's intimacy. She's inviting you behind the curtain, and if you respond with affection, curiosity, and even playfulness, she sees you as emotionally safe, someone she could be herself around, long-term. That's not flirtation. That's someone letting you into their real life. Most guys don't even notice it's happening. 3. She shifts her teasing from observational to personal, using things only you've told her to playfully challenge or mimic you. Flirting through teasing is common, but here's where it gets interesting. When she starts to really like you, the teasing gets smarter. It evolves. She doesn't just roast your outfit or make jokes about what you're doing. She starts referencing things only you've told her. She brings up that one time you admitted your guilty pleasure TV show, but in a way that's affectionate, not mocking. She imitates the way you told a story. She replays something you said back to you, but in a teasing, exaggerated voice. Why? Because now the teasing is customized. It's no longer generic flirting. It's relationship-style banter. This is her way of saying, I listen, I remember, I care. I'm starting to feel connected enough to treat you like mine, even if I'd never say that out loud yet. It's a kind of intimacy disguised as humor, and it's important to notice when she makes these jokes, usually when you're alone, or when she's trying to pull you back into a private bubble within a group. She wants that connection to feel exclusive, a shared language. If her teasing suddenly gets more personalized, and especially if it's based on vulnerable things you've told her, that's not just play. That's budding emotional territory. Quick check-in. If you're working on becoming harder to replace in every area of life, drop upgrade in the comments. I see you. 4. She makes space for your silence without rushing to fill it, and seems more comfortable there than with others. Most people are terrified of silence, especially early on. They'll fill every pause with stories, questions, distractions, anything to avoid that awkward beat of quiet. But when a woman starts to really like you, something subtle changes. She stops fearing the silence between you. She doesn't rush to change the subject. She doesn't pull out her phone. She doesn't nervously ask if something's wrong. She just stays there, with you, Maybe she smiles, maybe she looks away for a second, but she's present and she's not trying to escape the moment. Here's the thing. Silence isn't empty. It's a mirror. And when she starts feeling something deeper, she wants to sit in that mirror with you, even if it's only for a few seconds. That's when you start to feel the weight of unspoken things. This is especially powerful if she's someone who's usually high energy or talkative with others. If you get the slower, quieter version of her, not because she's bored, but because she's relaxed. That's intimacy. That's her nervous system trusting you enough to exhale. And the best part? She'll probably never point it out. But if you notice that shift, that she's content in the stillness with you, that's not just interest. That's emotional closeness. 5. She remembers not just what you say, but how you say it, and subtly mimics your emotional framing in future conversations. This one's nearly invisible, unless you're paying very close attention. When a woman is starting to like you on a deeper level, she doesn't just recall the facts you tell her, she remembers your emotional context, how you framed something, what it meant to you. Let's say you once told her about a vacation that changed how you saw yourself, or a teacher you hated but learned from, or how you secretly enjoy quiet mornings more than going out. Later, maybe days, maybe weeks, she brings it up again. But she doesn't just reference it, she uses your emotional language. She might say something like, "This reminds me of that story you told me, the one where you said you felt like a different person after." Or she might mirror your phrasing exactly. "You said you liked the way that felt. Calm, right?" That's not random memory. That's intentional emotional syncing. She's showing you, "I heard you. I understood the emotional part of what you were saying, and I cared enough to remember it like you felt it." This kind of echoing is a form of bonding. It's quiet, it's respectful, and it's deeply personal. She's not just flirting anymore. She's aligning with how you see the world. 6. She doesn't just show up, she aligns. Her timing starts to match yours, even in ways she doesn't draw attention to. When a woman's feelings are growing, she stops operating independently around you and starts syncing with you. Not in big, obvious ways. She won't start copying your whole schedule, but small moments shift. You mention you like grabbing coffee at a certain place on your lunch break. She starts showing up there randomly. You're usually online late, and suddenly she is too. You take a while to respond to texts, and she matches your pace without complaint. What's happening is subconscious pattern matching. She's adjusting her rhythm to yours, even in low-effort ways, because emotionally, she wants to be in sync. This is different from chasing. She's not trying to force things. She's creating little overlaps, small bridges between your world and hers. Most guys only notice this when it's obvious, but by then, the connection has already been building. It's in the subtle timing, the sense that she always seems to be around at the right moments, that your energy doesn't clash, it glides. This kind of micro-alignment is often the first sign that she's emotionally investing, that she's wanting to be part of your world, not just a visitor in it. 7. She shares details about her emotional reactions to things, not just facts, as if auditioning for deeper intimacy. When a woman starts to really like you, she doesn't just tell you what happened in her day. She starts telling you how it made her feel. And more importantly, she starts doing it even when you didn't ask. You might notice that her conversations shift from, "Here's what happened," to, "Here's what I went through." She tells you how she reacted to a moment at work, how a podcast made her cry unexpectedly, or why a song hit her harder than usual. None of this is small talk. She's not updating you. She's testing emotional ground. She's letting you peek into her emotional life, not the curated version, but the real-time reactions that most people never get access to. And in doing so, she's watching how you hold it. Do you listen with interest? Do you ask follow-up questions? Do you offer support without trying to fix it? This shift usually happens subtly. At first, it might feel like she's just talking more, but pay attention to the type of information she's offering. It's not logistics, it's interior. She's not telling you what she did, she's telling you how something made her feel. That's a huge distinction. She's preparing for emotional closeness, and she wants to know if you can handle it, not in a crisis, but in those small, everyday moments where trust gets built. So if she starts giving you access to the raw footage of her inner world, that's not just interest, that's invitation. 8. She tests your sense of loyalty in low-stakes moments, to see if your attention is exclusive or scattered. Most guys think women test loyalty through drama. They imagine jealousy traps, mind games, or ultimatums. But when a woman is genuinely developing feelings for you, the loyalty tests are much quieter and way more strategic. She'll notice how you behave when you're around other women, even if she doesn't comment on it. She'll observe how you speak about your female friends, how long your attention drifts in group settings, or what your tone is like when talking about an ex. And then, without making a scene, she'll create tiny moments to see where your attention really lives. For example, she might drop a subtle line like, "She's pretty? Do you guys talk often?" Or, "You seem close with her, just friends." But her tone won't be accusatory. She's not trying to trap you. She's gathering emotional data. She wants to see how you respond, not just with your words, but with your energy. And here's the catch. These moments often seem casual. You might not even realize they were tests until much later. But if you're emotionally present, you'll pick up on the shift. Her curiosity in these moments is never about the other woman. It's about you, where you place your focus, what kind of man you are when no one's watching, how steady your interest really is. She's not looking for perfect answers. She's looking for alignment. And if she feels it, that your energy doesn't scatter, that you're steady, her investment deepens quietly, but fast. 9. She tries to impact your routines, not just your plans, slipping into your daily rhythm like she's testing compatibility. Flirty women make plans. Women who like you a lot try to become part of your routine. The difference is huge. When a woman is thinking long-term, she doesn't just ask you to hang out Friday night. She starts slipping into the daily spaces of your life. She checks in during the times she knows you're free. She starts sharing parts of her day that align with yours, sending you a playlist while you're working, texting you while she's having her coffee, joking about something that fits your weekly schedule. It's like she's test-fitting herself into your life's rhythm, not just its highlights. And this usually happens quietly. She doesn't say, "I'm trying to become part of your routine." She just starts showing up where the real parts of you live, not the showy parts. This kind of alignment is strategic in a deeply emotional way. She's looking for proof that you two could live near each other's flow, that your energy isn't just compatible in bursts, but in patterns. And more importantly, she wants to feel missed when she's not there. She wants to matter not just in moments, but in your morning, in your wind down at night, in the middle of a boring Tuesday. If she starts adjusting her own rhythm to match yours, or finds ways to become predictably present, she's not just interested, she's anchoring. 10. She soft launches vulnerability. Not dramatic confessions, but half-finished sentences, slight hesitations, just to see if you catch them. There's a myth that when women open up emotionally, it's a grand, obvious moment. Tears, confessions, a dramatic backstory. In reality, when she's starting to really like you, her first signs of vulnerability are much more subtle, and they come with a built-in escape hatch. She might begin a sentence and stop halfway. "I used to think I wasn't," and then laugh it off. She might reference a hard season in her life with zero details, almost daring you to lean in. That was kind of a mess, but anyway. These moments are bait, but not in a manipulative way. They're invitations wrapped in hesitation. What she's doing is simple. She's putting out pieces of her real self to see if you notice, and more importantly, how you notice. Do you change the subject? Do you rush in to fix it? Or do you slow down, pause, and just ask? These half-vulnerabilities are a test of emotional safety, and if she's dropping them more frequently, it means she's trying to open the door, just a crack, to see if you'll meet her there. The key is not pushing it open, just noticing, staying with her in the hesitation. If you start to feel like your conversations with her have edges that don't quite get explained, like she's almost sharing more, you're probably right. And that's a sign she's not just flirting. She's investing trust, carefully, quietly, and hoping you notice the risk behind the smile. 11. She engages in pre-validation, acting impressed by you in advance of the thing you're about to do, subtly placing emotional investment in your outcome. This one is so subtle, most guys miss it completely. When a woman is catching deeper feelings, she doesn't just support what you have done. She starts emotionally investing in what you might do. It's like she's trying to attach herself to your potential, not just your past. She'll say things like, "You're totally going to kill it tomorrow," before a big meeting. Or, "Honestly, I feel like people don't even realize how good you are at that." Or she'll laugh and say, "Watch, you're going to end up doing something huge one day. I can feel it." And she doesn't say it in a cheesy way. She says it like she believes it. This is pre-validation. It's not about compliments, it's about forecasting. She's picturing herself being part of your arc, part of your future victories. Not because she wants credit, but because she's emotionally betting on you. When a woman starts doing this, it's not idle flattery. It's a sign she's begun to imagine herself as someone who'll be there when those things happen. Not someone watching from the sidelines, someone included in the journey. This kind of language signals vision, and that's a whole different emotional level. She's not just liking who you are, she's starting to fall for who you could be, with her next to you. 12. She watches how you handle disappointment, especially when it's directed at someone else, to gauge emotional safety. At a certain point, once the interest becomes serious, a woman will start asking herself one big question: will I be emotionally safe with this man? And to answer that, she doesn't wait for you to mess up. She watches how you respond when others do. Specifically, she pays close attention to how you react to disappointment, stress, or frustration, especially when someone else is the cause. Do you lash out when your food's wrong? Do you become passive-aggressive with bad customer service? Do you mock someone behind their back when they annoy you? Or do you handle it calmly, with grace, without collapsing into ego? This matters more than you think, because if she's imagining being close to you, really close, she knows she won't always be perfect. She's trying to imagine what it'll feel like when she disappoints you, even slightly. Will she feel scared or safe? Most men don't realize they're being watched during these moments, but women in this emotional stage are studying your reactions like a preview. She's not looking for perfection, just stability, restraint, the ability to feel something without weaponizing it. If she sees that in you, if she watches you handle a frustrating moment with patience or quiet control, that's when her defense is lower. Not because you said the right thing, but because you didn't do the wrong thing. She's not just looking at how you treat her on a good day. She's checking if she'll still feel safe when it's hard. If she sees that safety in you, she'll start liking you more, faster than you'll realize.